Hello everyone and welcome to Thursday. I just got out of my follow-up appointment. As a reminder, I had that endoscopy, I don't even know at this point, a little bit ago, 2 weeks ago?
A little bit ago, I don't know.
Some time ago, and this was the follow-up to that appointment. I got to let them know that, I was still having problems. And just talk about some various things. As a reminder, I have a CAT scan coming up at the end of the month. They still want to do that. They were, there's a little concern about what's going on because it can be a number of things. And it's now just continue to run down the line of figuring out what's going on with me. There could be something wrong with an individual organ. It could be a gallbladder problem. It could also be IBS. And I'm like, I mean, far be it for me to tell a doctor, what it is or isn't. Mm-hmm. But, this...
You've been dealing with IBS stuff your entire life.
Yeah.
So we find it hard to believe that suddenly you're having pain from that.
In October, I developed issues and they just haven't stopped. One interesting thing is that, and I don't think I ever talked about this on the vlog, but after I was done with my endoscopy and, the stomach was normal, the doctor had told me, he's like, you can just come off all of your medicine. He's like, that medicine is not doing anything for you. He's like, if it helps, it helps. He said, but there shouldn't be any reason it's doing anything for you. So I actually stopped my meds. I stopped my meds weeks ago, right after the endoscopy. Mm-hmm. I stopped. Yeah. And I didn't notice any big changes, which is weird because I was convinced that the sucralfate specifically had been helping keep my pain down. But it didn't. Nothing changed after I stopped all the meds. The low level discomfort and stuff that I've been in just stayed the same, and it made me really question things. I was like, well, why was it that the sucralfate helped? So, two conclusions. Either one, I got placeboed, which is a thing that can happen where you're convinced that a pill is helping you and it helps. Or the times that I had stopped the pill and I experienced pain were coinciding with something else that was causing me discomfort. One of the biggest ways that I've had discomfort and pain is physical movement. If I am moving around a lot, if I have to, let's say I have to get down on the floor to disconnect something or move things around, those sorts of things can cause me problems. And the day that I was not on my meds for a day, which I had a lot of pain and discomfort, was also the day that I had had stayed up all night working and
over your keyboard.
Probably hunched over my keyboard. And I get a lot of pain after I've worked at the desk for a while. I spend a lot of my time working at my desk like this, leaned back now, because it's the only way I can do it without pain. So one of those two things happened. Either the medicine never worked, or probably in either case it never worked, but it was either a situation where, it was providing me some sort of relief through a placebo effect, or it just so happened that when I had not taken it, there were other factors at play causing me problems. Either way, it sucks. The interesting thing is, within the last few days, I've been having this acid reflux situation, and the person that we talked to, it's not the same doctor, but their nurse or assistant or whatever, speculated that possibly the medicine that I was on, at least the pantoprazole, was doing something, and it may have been keeping these symptoms down. And now that I haven't been on it for a few weeks, maybe it's starting to show up. She urged me to start the pantoprazole back to see if this subsides, which I have nothing to lose, so sure, why not? So that's the game plan right now, is start taking the pantoprazole. She also prescribed me some other medicine.
Aceclidine.
For something. What does that? I don't even know what it does.
It helps with spasm of the bowels that are something that, it's an IBS med.
It could possibly help. So I'll do that. I'm still on that probiotic that the doctor had recommended. I've been on it now for, a month, and it has not helped. But she said to stay on it, so I'm like, okay. So we'll see what happens there. And I have the CAT scan coming up. And another fun thing, I get to do a stool study, which I've never done. I've peed in plenty of cups. I've never pooped in one. So that is something I get to do now. I've got a sack of cups in the back seat that I gotta poop into. Anyway, if anything, I've never done that, and that could be very revealing for me. Who knows what will be found? It has the potential to be nothing and to not help, but it also has the potential to be like, oh my God, this. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. But now we're gonna have lunch. So let's go have lunch. It looks like I'm just filming some random guy. He doesn't even know.
He can hear you.
He can't hear me. Oh, he can hear me. Anyway, Roland, Nikki, Dan, and obviously Mel are here. We went to the Waffle House, which I haven't been to in a while, and I decided to get the chocolate chip waffle. I'm excited about this. So we just finished up at the Waffle House. It was nice to see everybody. They got half the Waffle House closed because they have, like, I guess half staff, so they have half the restaurant closed. So it was a little tight quarters. After Roland finished his meal, he sat with us though, so we at least got to chat a little bit. I gotta back up a little bit. I think I told this on the vlog, but it made me smile, and there's more to this story now, so I have to share it. We get text messages from the pharmacy when the prescription is ready, and one of the prescriptions that I had a while back was for sucralfate. Well, when you get the text, it only gives you the first 3 letters of the prescription. So I had received a text that said, "Your prescription suck is ready." That was funny. It made me smile and laugh. In fact, I actually still have some, so I've been getting texts to let me know that I still have prescription suck I can pick up. The prescription that I was written today, the first 3 letters are DIC. So, my prescription suck is ready, and my prescription dick is ready. Thank goodness for that. Woo! The jokes literally write themselves. For dinner, I don't think we have anything fresh unless you count, I guess, the immense amount of eggs that we still have.
Pasta. The ravioli.
Oh, but that's good for like a month.
Yeah, it's good till April.
So we decided that we would finally cook this thing that we bought a while back. This is the DiGiorno croissant crust pizza. I had seen it in the store and we didn't pick it up last time, but I thought about it. It's ready to cut. Okay, so looks like a pretty normal pizza, but apparently there's a croissant somewhere inside.
It's the crust.
It must be like a king cake. Like, who's gonna find the croissant? That's exciting. That crust is unique. I don't know how well you can see that, but the layers are there for a croissant. I don't know how I feel about this. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
It's not bad. I
prefer a crispier crust.
Yeah. I mean, and maybe you could cook it a little bit longer or something to get it a little bit crispier, but like it's not bad. It's just very different from anything I've ever had related to pizza crust. You know, I'd really like to try a restaurant's take on this, because there's like only so much you can do with a frozen pizza, right? Like the concept of this is really neat, but it's a frozen pizza. It tastes like a frozen pizza, and I'm real curious what a restaurant could do with this idea and make it taste, more homemade, more, from a restaurant.
Yep, he's eating too.
Yeah, thing just went off. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm hopeful that I'll be able to, let's just say, do my duty and then get that stool study turned in hopefully tomorrow. That's my hope, partially because the results from that are going to come back faster than my CAT scan, which is still, over 2 weeks away. So like, that would be nice, and maybe I'd learn something about myself that, I didn't know. I have to admit, I'm going to keep this brief because I don't want to like gross anyone out. But the stool study, there is more to it than I thought there would be. I can only compare it to like
a cat.
Well, I could only compare it to a urine sample, right? Because you go to the doctor and they need a urine sample. It's just, you fill this little thing, that's it. But also, yeah, when you take a cat's feces to the vet, they like just, put it in a little Ziploc bag. They gave me seven whatever,
Vials.
like vials things to fill. And they're like, I was like, so like, is this in case I mess one up? They're like, no, you need to fill up all of them. And I'm like, seven? Like, 7? So anyway, hopefully I can do that by tomorrow. But, I had Waffle House for lunch and pizza for dinner. So I am primed. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?